All Lives Matter Trump 2024. Good evening, folks. It's all over here. Fact-checking edition. Check out Australia. Are we next? I don't know. Have a good evening.
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order. And yes, it will be pubs and clubs.
When you take a closer look at some of the Orwellian and downright authoritarian COVID restrictions that have been forced onto Australian citizens, it sounds a little less crazy that the country could be setting the precedent for something much more sinister. Australia has mandated the harshest restrictions of any Western nation since the pandemic began. The most shocking example of their freedom-crushing tyranny is their so-called mandatory quarantine centers. Construction on the camps have been underway since the beginning of the year, and they expect all of them to be fully operational in early 2022.
That's weird. They don't expect to have it finished in 2022? That means they're expecting this problem with the China virus to go on for a long time. Sieg Heil! Auschwitz all over again.
We're just waiting patiently to be fed. It's like when you shake the bag of the dog treats, and the dogs come running. We're all just outside waiting. Just had the cops come around and tell this woman off staying over here as well, because there was about 5 seconds in between her taking a sip of her cup of tea and she took her face mask down. Cops came around literally on the dot and just pulled her up for it, and she said, well, I'm drinking my tea, and they said, well, not right now, you're not, put your face mask on. It's a bit intense.
Wow. Tyranny always builds gradually and then happens suddenly. And if you think this is just a slippery slope we're on, you're not paying attention.
Transportation Safety Administration, the TSA, will double the fines on travelers that refuse to mask. If you break the rules, be prepared.
They don't give a fuck about